Hi everyone. The act of empathizing and thinking beyond ourselves and caring for them is called humanity in true sense. The examples of humanity could be seen over the past decades and in the current age. Then Sindhu Tai Sapkal, Dr. Abhay Bang, Rani Bang, and Kailash Satyarthi are some such personalities who demonstrated humanity through their noble deeds and set the right example of humanity and raised the bar. Today we will tell you about Indian social reformer Kailash Satyarthi and his inspiring story. You would have experienced that there is a heartfelt connection with many of them. We have the power to understand their problems. That's why a clear heart can be called as the reflection of humanity. And this quality was exhibited by a little boy named Kailash Satyarthi, born in a middle-class family in Vidisha in Madhya Pradesh. And from here starts our thought-provoking story. When little Kailash would see little children working hard in his vicinity at an age of attending school to earn a living, then he would feel very miserable about it. And this little boy would constantly think about helping these kids in some possible way. One fine day, 11-year-old Kailash carried his bag and stepped out in order to collect books from those kids who had passed their examination, and these old books were of no use to these kids. You might be wondering, why little Kailash do that? So I will tell you the reason. Kailash collected these books for a genuine reason, because Kailash wanted to give away the collected books to those underprivileged kids who are forced to work at an age of attending school but want to pursue their studies. Kailash joined Government Boys Higher Secondary School to complete his primary studies and Samrat Ashok Technological Institute at Vidisha to complete his education in electrical engineering. And then he did high voltage engineering as his post-graduation. Looking at Kailash's capability, people wanted him to join politics. But Kailash strongly believed that in order to improve the development in the country, one needed to do social work and not join politics. And he just chose to do that. That is why Kailash, at a young age of 26 years, quit his high-flying career of electrical engineering and took up social work for the betterment of the country as his mission. One day Kailash was informed by his close friend that some kids were being used as bonded labor at a brick kiln. And after that, there was a plan to even sell these kids. You are aware, right, that the heinous crime of human trafficking is so prevalent in India and the neighboring countries, which is a violation of human rights. It is due to these traffickers that every year, thousands of children are forcefully taken and sold to other countries. Kailash Satyarthi always had a soft corner for underprivileged children. And after listening about these bonded labor children, he could not think of anything but save these innocent and poor children. That is why Kailash, along with his close friends and a reliable photographer, reached the brick kiln to save them, and somehow managed to free the bonded kids in the presence of the security guard. But sadly, when Kailash and his friends made the bonded children sit in a truck and were just about to leave, suddenly the owner of the brick kiln reached the spot with the police. The owner of the brick kiln and his goons, with the support of the police, got involved in a scuffle with Kailash and his friends to retaliate and stop them. And due to this, the camera of the cameraman got broken. Kailash was very dejected. He returned with a heavy heart and empty hand with his friends. Kailash wanted to save those innocent children at any cost. The innocent faces of those children kept flashing in front of Kailash's eyes every now and then. It is often said that when there is a will, there is always a way to achieve it. And this will was for the safety of those children. One day, Kailash was informed by his cameraman friend that the broken camera had 3 reels which were working very fine. Now Kailash didn't want to waste even a single moment, and he got those photographs printed in the newspaper. This incident created commotion across the city. Everyone applauded Kailash Satyarthi and his team for his courageous and noble act of humanity and demanded quick release of bonded children. In spite of gaining people's support, Kailash had to appeal to High Court for the release of bonded labor. Then High Court understood Kailash Satyarthi's appeal on violation of human rights and immediately ordered the release of those bonded children within a span of 48 hours. And from here, Kailash decided to start the movement on Bachpan Bachao for the betterment of children, because Kailash wanted to completely abolish child labor from our country. So this is how Kailash Satyarthi and his close friends saved around 80,000 children across the country from child labor and helped them. In addition, he also developed and implemented several initiatives for children's education. Considering Kailash Satyarthi's impressive body of work, also awarded the renowned Nobel Peace Prize. Taking a step forward towards humanitarian initiatives, Kailash Satyarthi set up a foundation on a 4-acre land in Virat Nagar, which is 50 km away from Jaipur, called Bal Ashram, where the rescued and abandoned child labor victims once again get an opportunity to pursue their education and live a healthy life. Even today, Kailash Satyarthi, with the support of his friends, make continuous efforts to save children from child labor across the country. Kailash has dedicated his successful journey to the mission of humanity, and today, Kailash Satyarthi can be called as one of the successful social activists of our country. In fact, there was also a time when the society was not convinced with Kailash and his views, and that is why, born in a Brahmin family, Kailash Sharma had to face huge criticism from his community. So he removed his surname Sharma from his name and added Satyarthi to his name. Because Kailash believed in the religion of humanity, and religion and truth together convey the meaning of Satyarthi. Kailash embraced his philosophy and made it his identity. Children are not just the future of their families, but also of the entire country. That is why providing the right education and encourage them to grow, which will lead to a country's development. Child labor is a grave problem in our country, which to a certain extent is related to human trafficking, which Kailash Satyarthi understood and dedicated his entire life to abolish it from our nation. Even you should try and contribute towards humanitarian initiatives and support Kailash Satyarthi's mission, and stop if you see any kind of child labor at your home or neighborhood, and help the child by providing required support for his well-being. Please channelize your inner power to contribute towards humanity. Please try to do it. You will surely experience a different kind of peace and immense happiness. Thank you.